Hi everyone, this is Doc Gia Sison and welcome to G Talks. And we're so happy to be back to give you your weekly pep talk. We welcome this year with resolutions. But in order for that to turn into reality, we should have a proper mindset to be able to push that forward. Ano nga ba ang dapat natin iwanan sa 2019? Ano dapat yung ating magiging vision for this year? Di ba nga 2020, clear vision? So, let's talk about it. Bakit nga ba natin kailangan ng mindset na yan? First of all, kailangan natin yan para makapag-focus tayo. And number two, it helps us to stay grounded. Kahit gaano kagulo ang binabiyahe natin or tinatahak natin, alam pa rin natin kung ano yung gusto natin. And it also teaches us to be resilient. Parang rubber band yan eh. Kahit i-stretch mo siya, malayo ang nararating niya. If all else fails, you can always go back to that mindset for you to be able to get back on track. So, kung tatanungin ninyo ako kung ano nga ba ang mindset ko this year, share ko lang sa inyo. Number one mindset ko, it is what it is. You have to see things as they really are. And never lose hope in yourself and in your faith in whatever form it takes. Remember, nung tinanong ko kayo sa mga social media platforms ko, what your mindsets are this 2020. I'll be sharing your thoughts kasi we in G Talks want you to be involved also in this conversation. So from Eugene Carlos Salonga, sabi niya, life is a marathon, not a race. You've got to live at your own pace. Tama nga naman. And napapansin nyo ba, like in social media, pag nakikita mo yung friend mo or others na, hala, bakit sila nakapag-travel na promote na, you tend to compare yourself to their lives. There's this certain factor na naiinggit tayo, which shouldn't be the case. We have to appreciate rin naman our own efforts and it's our own lives. Lahat tayo may sarili-sarili tayong pace, may sarili-sarili tayong achievements, and lahat tayo may mararating sa buhay. Don't forget that. Now, from Kath Denoga, be better than your yesterday. Boom! Every day is actually a gift. It may sound so mushy, but you have to appreciate your present before you even live your future. Ang importante is what you have in the present because tomorrow is never guaranteed. In other words, you really have to focus on what really matters, and that's the mindset that you have set for yourself. And so, napag-usapan na natin yung mga mindsets to live by. So, ano nga ba yung mga mindsets naman na dapat natin iwanan na? Number one dyan is aiming for perfection. Iwanan na natin yan. Sabi nga ni Neil Gaiman, I hope that in this year to come, you make mistakes. Because if you are making mistakes, then you are making new things, trying new things, learning, living, pushing yourself, changing your world. You're doing things you've never done before. And more importantly, you're doing something. Don't be scared to make mistakes. In fact, ang ingredients ng success is mistakes. Because you know why? Kasi dun tayo natututo lalo. Life is not linear. Hindi siya straight. Meron tayo mga parang waves. And that's where growth is. Life is really dynamic. And when we start to appreciate the little things that it gives us, then we start living a full life that we all deserve to live. You have to align yourself and never lose sight of your truth. Never lose sight of your mindset. So thank you everyone for joining us today. So kung may mga topics na gusto nyo namin i-discuss or segments na gusto nyo namin gawin, just post or tweet using the hashtag GTalks on CNNPH. So I'm Doc Gia Sison and I'll see you again next time. If I ask you now how you're feeling, makaka-relate ba kayo sa mga words na to? Overwhelmed, anxious, tired, stressed, agitated. If you're feeling all of these at the same time, maybe it's time to declutter your feelings. So hi everyone, I'm Doc Gia Sison and welcome to another episode of G Talks. Usapang puso at feelings ito. I'll teach you how to declutter your feelings. Parang ang peg natin, magmamarikondo ako ng konti dito. Pero in terms of feelings naman. Disclaimer lang I'm not saying that it's not normal or not okay to feel these feelings at the same time. Tao lang tayo Our feelings are complex. But what we want to teach you now is how to at least identify, manage, and eventually let go of those toxic feelings that stop us from functioning as we are. First, just get started. Ask yourself, ano ba tong pinagdadaanan ko? Ano ba ang predominantly ang nararamdaman ko ngayon? Be honest with yourself, don't judge, and sometimes, pwedeng makatulong yung isulat ninyo. You just write your feelings, or you can just draw how you feel. Next, start small. Hindi naman kailangan yung buong spectrum ng feelings mo, i-a-address mo na agad. Start with your now. So, kunyari, sa kwarto, di ba merong isang area doon na parang madaling linisin? You might want to start with that area first. With that, hindi tayo magiging masyadong overwhelmed sa mga nararamdaman natin. Next, focus on yourself. Alam ko mahirap yan kasi ang daming ingay ng buhay natin We all deserve me time. We all deserve that time when we start to reflect upon ourselves kung ano ang nararamdaman ko. Doon naman tayo sa deeper, more complex feelings na parang, alam mo may pattern, yung parang iniiwasan mo lagi, tinatapalan mo ng tinatapalan with hopes na aalis siya. Simulan natin by identifying ano ba yung mga nangyari sa'yo recently. Try to walk yourself through the feelings again and then process it bit by bit. Alam mo sa mga kwarto, meron laging upuan na tambakan natin. Doon natin pinapatong yung mga clothes natin. Clothes that are too clean for the laundry and too dirty for the closet. Sa kakapatong natin ng mga damit na yan sa chair, nawawala na yung essence ng upuan mismo. So, di ba, pag nakikita natin yung upuan na yun, nakakairitang tingnan. Parang feelings yan Sa kakapatong-patong ng patong, nawawala na tayo sa core ng ating sarili natin because we just keep on allowing those feelings to pile up. Tapos, eto pa ano ba dito sa mga feelings na to ang negatively affecting us? Yung tipong hindi na tayo maka-function, yung hindi na tayo maka-move on, yung parang that feeling of remaining stuck. So with that, focus on what you can at that moment. Be gentle with yourself. Say sorry to yourself. Forgive yourself. And things happen. Lahat naman yan, part yan ng buhay And now, we will share the comments that we have received via our social media accounts nung tinanong namin, how do you declutter your feelings? This is from Instagram, from @desatope. Compartmentalization is key. Leave behind feelings that drag you down. Next, from Twitter, @TGI Flow, took me years, but I learned to assess how I feel, why I feel that way, and if the reason is worth allotting my time and feelings. If not, and if the situation is out of my control, I let go of it. If it's worth it, I try to do something about it. Next, from @Monina Hilario, people nowadays don't like journaling, but I think it's still a good idea because writing them down would concretize them and therefore can be processed more easily. All I can say or advise you now is just go start it. So thank you to all who have shared their comments, their thoughts on social media. Thank you to all who have watched this episode. And if you want other topics or segments that you want us to do, just comment, just post it. But don't forget the hashtag GTalks on CNNPH. So this is Doc Gia Sison, and I'll see you again. Hi everyone, this is Doc Gia Sison and welcome to G-Talks. Ang daming nangyayari sa mundo. Ang daming mga gulo. We tend to be overwhelmed with what's happening in our lives. So, paano na? Today, we'll be talking about making sense of mindfulness. And trust us, kailangan natin ito. Ano nga ba ang mindfulness? Mindfulness is actually paying attention to the way we feel and to our thoughts without being judgmental. Kumbaga, it's not about, hala, bakit ako ganito, mali to, ba't ganito yung nararamdam ko, it's wrong. No, it's not about that. It's more of you acknowledge the way you feel at the moment and just accepting it. So ano nga ba ang mga positive or good effects of being mindful and practicing mindfulness? Stress, yes, it can be reduced. You're more focused and centered. It leads to a healthier life also. And when things go wrong, by practicing the art of mindfulness or being mindful, it helps you also get back on track. So, kunyari, stressed ka, yung tipong sasabog ka na. Being mindful is just acknowledging that, okay, stressed ako, I need to calm down, I need to manage how I feel. It's more of that. It's not easy, it will take time, but believe me, it's really effective. Kumbaga, you live in the present. If you don't do that, we won't enjoy it eh. If we keep thinking about tomorrow, paano naman yung ngayon mo, di ba? And so, matatanong nyo, paano natin mai-incorporate yung mindfulness sa ating everyday life? You acknowledge your emotion. The key word there is self-awareness. By acknowledging how you're feeling, nandun na rin yung reflection or introspection sa sarili mo na saan ba ito nanggagaling, ano yung nangyayari. You start to address it one by one. One of the ways of being mindful is practicing the art of meditation. Speaking of meditation, let's bust the myth na meditation should be complex. In fact, every day you can meditate. Tuturuan namin kayo ng isang exercise. It's entitled One Mindful Breath Exercise by Meng Tan. He's an award-winning early engineer at Google, and he actually published the book Joy on Demand. It's just as simple as breathing and being extra aware na humihinga kayo. So, ganun yung concept natin. You can either close or open your eyes. Give your full attention to the way you breathe. Inhale. Then exhale. Isipin mo yung mind mo, then you just focus it on the way you breathe. So ganyan, visualize that circle and appreciate it. And hear it, feel it. Ang peaceful. So narinig ko lang yung the way I breathe. There's already a certain peace. It's like hitting the pause button when everything seems to just be noisy. Dun pa lang, that's already practicing the art of mindfulness. Dito naman tayo sa debunking the myths on mindfulness. Yung tipong wrong. Example, mindfulness is not about not feeling anything. In fact, mindfulness is more of feeling your feelings. At ito pa, mindfulness is not about not thinking about anything. Hindi pwedeng clear your mind. Kasi ang dami na nga nating iniisip. It's more of trying to focus on your present, on the now. Just let it flow. It's like untangling the knots. And slowly, you get to process the way you feel, the pattern of thoughts that you have, and slowly, you address them. And so, thank you to everyone who joined us today. And again, kung may gusto kayo mga topics na i-discuss or mga segments na gusto niyo namin gawin, just post or comment using the hashtag GTalks on CNNPH. And so, this is Doc Gia Sison. Thank you for joining us today. Sana may natutunan kayo and that you can apply it in your daily life. Thanks, and I'll see you again.